Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. I'm Jen and this is Sperry, and today we are going to do part 2 of my sweater try-on haul. So this is all hand knit sweaters that I have made. There will probably be at least 2 more episodes of this after this one because I still have quite a bit to get through. But this is part 2. Today we are going to really concentrate on Alicia Plummer patterns as well as a few others, but I have quite a few of the Alicia Plummers that are super fun. So I'm going to show you those today. But before we get started, of course, I want to say thank you to everyone who is joining us today, and I want to let you know where you can find us online, other than here, of course. So Farabee is Farabee_Fable on Instagram. I am knit_in_the_zone on Instagram. I am Nitty Gritty Vegan on Ravelry, and you can find my hand-dyed yarn at TrinkTrickFiberDesigns.com. So let's get started. So the first thing I want to tell you about is Puddles Piers, which is what I'm wearing. This is an Alicia Plummer pattern. It is a DK weight pattern. Unfortunately, I do not know what size I made. I didn't write that down. I probably could go dig in my actual printout pattern if I can find it, and maybe I have some indication there. But as far as Ravelry goes, I didn't actually write anything down, so whoops. So, like I said, DK weight pattern, and it is just a simple stripe pattern with a V-neck, which I love. I don't have a lot of sweaters with a V-neck, so this is super awesome. And then there is a little bit of lace detail around the cuff and the waist area, or whatever this is, the trim, maybe. It's just plain in the back. And let me show you this. This is the lace. This is kind of a go-to sweater for me. I knit it out of BFL, and I wasn't sure if that would be too scratchy. It's actually not. I wasn't sure because BFL is kind of a tougher, more toothy yarn, and it's actually quite nice. I don't have anything on underneath this right now. You know, if you sit here and just dwell and think about it like really hard, then I can kind of feel it on my elbows a little bit whenever I move, like, you know, those motions. But, you know, I wear it without anything under it a lot of times. I also like the color palette of this because it is, you know, kind of more neutral, I guess. I know not really because of red and a yellow, but it's still kind of like not stick out like a hot pink sweater or a neon green sweater. So to me, this is kind of more neutral, and I love it. Yeah, but the other thing I want to say about it, if you're a person who is somewhat new to knitting sweaters and you kind of want to get a little bit more adventurous than just straight stockinette, or, you know, just knitting it around in the round, this might be a fun one because there is a little bit of stripes, and then also there's a very small amount of lace. So this lace I think is a 4-row repeat, so it's super simple, and her patterns are super straightforward and easy to knit. So I've had a lot of success with them, which you'll see in a minute, but highly recommend it. Puddles Piers, I knit mine. I think I finished it in 2018, but like I said, unfortunately I did not write down the size. But this is the first one, and I'll show you the next one now. So next we have Sperry, and I knit the size 32, back in 2017. I actually have knit this twice. My first one I knit directly before this in this exact yarn, and I ripped it out. It was way too big. Like I'd said before, a lot of her patterns I have found that you need to size down. I think this was the first thing I knit from her. So typically I would not wear a 32. There's nothing on me that is a 32, but I had to size down. And there's still, you know, some space. It's not skin tight. So there is a little bit of ease. Not much, but maybe, you know, whatever amount this is, like 2 inches or so. I believe I did some additional waist shaping as well on this. My note taking on Ravelry apparently was not so great because I don't have anything about that, but I think I did. The yarn I used was Comfy from Knit Picks. It is a cotton-based yarn. This has I guess it's called a shirt tail hem. So it actually has some short rows that accomplish this little shape there, and on the front it has an I-cord bind off, which apparently, even though I've had this for years and worn it many times, there's like a little tail where it's not tucked in all the way. It does have a twisted rib around the cuffs as well as the neckline. Super simple stripes, raglan shaping, very fun, maybe a good first project, for sweater project, if you're looking for something like that, has a very wide boat neck. So if that's something you're into, I like to wear mine without anything underneath it, but this would probably look really cute with like a collared shirt, maybe, I guess, I don't know. But yeah, so super cute, and I will show you the next sweater now. So the next thing I have to show you, this is Marinière Moderne. That is probably not exactly how you pronounce it. It's a French pattern by a French designer, but I love it no matter what we call it. Beautiful twisted rib on the cuffs, neck, and hemline, I guess is what we're gonna call it. And it's just simple striped. I knit mine in Alibash, which is yarn from my shop, and it's a fingering weight yarn. And then the stripes are actually sparkles, and they are a set called Before the Garden, and they're just a little pop of fun colors on a sparkle base just to add a little bit of more interest to the pattern. And I love this a lot. I get a lot of wear out of this sweater. I really didn't know if I would whenever I knit it because it's white and I just was kind of not sure, but I actually do. I actually wear it a lot. It's super awesome. And the pattern itself, it has, I guess this is a seed stitch. Let me walk up. So I guess this is a seed stitch design. The sleeves don't have it, but the rest of the sweater does. Raglan shaping, super easy, and I used, like I said, I did use some minis from a mini set, but I didn't use all of each color, so this is an awesome option for that. You could even do scraps and do each stripe a different color. That would be also really fun. I don't remember if they had different colors for the stripes or not though. But anyway, so I will link this below for you guys. Like I said, I don't know how to pronounce this really, but any of these things that have stripes, you could definitely do your stripes in different colors or all the same color or whatever, float your boat basically. But I really like this. I feel like it's kind of fancy maybe. Anyways, so this is Marinière Moderne, and I will show you the next sweater now. So this is Dawning. Dawning is a pattern by Berroco. I kind of consider this almost a knitting fail, and I should have saved it for that, but yeah, it was on my rack, and I decided to show you today. So it's an all over lace pattern. It is knit in pieces, and then you have to seam everything together. It is knit with, I think they required like a bulky yarn or a worsted weight yarn, I can't remember, but it's knit on a size 11 needles. I used Billow from Knit Picks, and that is a thick to thin, whatever, cotton yarn. And I'm just gonna be honest, it did not wear well whatsoever, which I know part of that is because of it being thick and thin. There are some places that yarn, it just didn't have a shot because it wasn't dense enough fabric. Because if you do like the poke test, like you can definitely get your finger through some places where you shouldn't be able to. This part is actually solid. So of course, if you can like fit your finger through, it's just gonna wear like shit, honestly. So that is what's happened. So that wasn't the best yarn for the pattern. The other thing I don't love about this is the neckline is kind of a little bit too much of a boat for me. It's really cute, and if you're a person who likes that kind of neckline, then this would obviously be a sweater for you. But that's just a little bit fussy for me. I feel like I need to keep adjusting it, so that makes it not fun. And then I believe, this is an error on my part, I believe this is supposed to be tighter on the, whatever, the cuff area. I believe it is, because it's quite loose, and it just kind of looks almost like makes me feel like I look like I'm thrown away, honestly. I don't know that it makes it look like that, but it makes me feel that way. So I think maybe if I knit it again ever, which I don't know that I ever will, but if I ever did, I think I would definitely decrease more on these areas, and I think I might would pick up something here to make it have a little bit more real estate so that it would like hang on better. But the good things about this pattern, so it was a super fun lace knitting pattern. I love to knit lace. Lace is one of my favorite things. I I also like color work, but lace knitting was my very first like passion about knitting. I didn't really care for cables, but lace was like, oh my gosh, it's just my favorite thing to knit. And I still really love it a lot. So yeah, that's an awesome thing. I didn't love this knit in pieces, but I think all in all, it really would be a super cute pattern had I picked the correct yarn and had I tweaked a few little things, which maybe if I had used the correct yarn, the things that need to be tweaked wouldn't actually be a problem. So yeah, so this is Dawning from Berroco, and I will show you the next pattern now. So this is Stonecutter. Stonecutter is an Amy Miller pattern. I knit this in 2017. The yarn is Juniper Moon Farms, and it is the Naya base, I believe. The color is Tree Frog. It's an all-over lace pattern, which is super awesome, and I love this a lot. It's, I believe it's a cotton base, I want to say. And I knit the size 33. I knit the size 33. Super fun pattern. It's, I believe, like a 4-row lacy repeat. Super cute. And I love this. You know, I live in the South. I'm sure I've said that 1,000 times. But I live in the South. So a cotton lace weight sweater, cotton lacy sweater, or linen sweater with lace, those things are all like wins for me. So this is one that I really love, and I've knit this, like I said, in 2017. The yarn looks brand new, so they're doing something right over at Juniper Moon Farms and their spinning techniques. So yeah, super awesome sweater. Let me just walk up so you can see the detail. I mean, there's not really much to write home about. The back of it's pretty much the exact same. I believe this was a pretty quick knit. This is the sweater I was knitting whenever Keely passed away, so I remember that I put it in hibernation for a while, but had I just stayed on track and kept on trucking, I think it would have gone by super fast. So anyways, yeah, so this is Stonecutter by Amy Miller, and I will show you the next sweater now. So this is my Birkin. So Birkin is a pattern by Amy Miller. There is also a Birkin pattern by Caitlin Hunter, which I have not knit. Anyways, so this Birkin is a all-over lace pattern by Amy Miller. I knit the size 37. However, I knit it on smaller needles than it was calling for in the pattern so that I would achieve a smaller size. There was kind of a gap in sizing. So I knit it, I think, on a size 3 needle, but it's a sport weight sweater, and I think you were supposed to use like a 6 or something. I don't know. Anyway, I knit it so that it would be more, you know, something that would fit me more appropriately. And super fun pattern. There are a few different types of lace in this. There's like a little flowery eyelet situation, and then just kind of like a, I don't know what you call this, but something else. So it was really interesting to knit. You did knit this in pieces. I think the whole thing was knit in pieces. Maybe not. Maybe it just had set-in sleeves. Maybe the body was knit and then you had set-in sleeves. I can't remember, but are there shoulder seams? Yeah. Yeah, okay. So this might have been bottom up. I don't remember. Either way, I like this shirt a lot. I wear this quite often. Sport weight pattern. The yarn is my OG Sport from Train Track Fiber Designs. The color is Don't You Dare Forget. And this is, you know, obviously I'm kind of a pinky, corally, peachy tone person, it seems, lately. So this is right up my alley with that. I don't think I did helical knitting on this. What do you think? Because there's like way, I definitely didn't do that. I might have alternated skeins, but I definitely didn't do helical, and it's very evident in this area. So I still like it. I still wear it. It's still super cute. I love the neckline on this because it is kind of a wider neckline. However, it's not, you know, like Dawning where it's out to here. So it's super cute. The back is the same. Let me show you the lace detail up close. So yeah, that is my Birkin by Amy Miller, and I have one more pattern to show you guys, and I will show you that now. So the last thing I have to show you guys is my Campside Cardi. This is a pattern from Alicia Plummer. I knit the size 3. I knit this back in 2018. It is a DK weight pattern, and I knit it on yarn from my shop. This is Badass DK. The colorway is the Golden Spike. I think I knit it on a size USA needle, and I love this. I wear this a ton. It is, I wouldn't say all over lace, but it has a lot of lace detail, like all the way up to like in this area. The lace changes, so there's a bit of interest there, so you have a few different types of lace going on. I really like this a lot. I think I knit my sleeves a little bit longer than the pattern called for, which is something I love about knitting in general. You can make things longer or shorter, or make your sleeves longer or thicker or thinner or whatever you need. So yeah, I think I did make my sleeves a little longer. Super awesome pattern, so fun to make. This could be an adventurous beginner cardigan, I would say. If you are comfortable doing like small bits of lace, this would be cool. It doesn't look like it's a small bit of lace, I know, but the lace pattern on this is so easy. And the way that she breaks it down into the sections, like it's totally simple. I feel like a beginner could do that for sure. The only thing you have to do, so you knit it top down raglan, and then after you have to come back and pick up for this part. I guess it's considered a collar, I don't know, but all this is picked up after the fact. So yeah, it's pretty easy. And like I said, the hardest part of this would be the lace, but this is a super simple, it's all eyelet lace, so there's not really, I don't know, it's not a crazy lace like where you're making leaves or something where, you know, maybe that might be more intimidating. But I'm trying to do this so you can see it. But I like this a lot. I do get a lot of wear out of it. It is open front. So open front just means that your sweater does not have closures, there's no belt or anything, so it just hangs open. So that's all I have for you today. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have enjoyed this. Like I said, this is part 2 of my sweater try-on haul. The first one was all Kate 100 patterns because I absolutely love her designs. So I will make a part 3. Probably a part 4 and possibly a part 5. I don't know how many more sweaters I have, but there will be more of these in the future. So don't forget to subscribe. You can hit the notification bell. Should be somewhere so that you don't miss an episode whenever I upload. Also leave a comment and let me know what your favorite sweater was. Let me know what you're working on and let me know if you've knit any of these. So anyways, I hope you're having an awesome week. Bye guys.